And good afternoon. My name is Ron Busby. I'm the president and CEO of the U.S. Black Chambers, Inc. The question posed is, what gives me insight? What gives me a positive feel about the future of Black America as it starts off with Black History Month? You know, we've just come out of a very difficult time for the country, particularly for Black business owners. Between the months of February and April of 2020, we lost 441,000 businesses. That represents about 41% of all of our firms were closed. And when we discussed and talked to those firms, 70% of them said the reason that they closed was lack of information. So the U.S. Black Chamber is taking a very hard and close look at what we can do to make sure that our businesses have the resources and acumen that they need to be able to continue to survive. But we also found when surveying our businesses that it was due to a lack of capital. The majority of our firms, as you've stated, are very low income businesses, but more importantly, they just needed very small amounts to be able to continue to grow. But the good news is that our businesses are resilient. Of the firms that had to close, 38% of them reopened at least one time. 18% opened a second time, and 10% opening a third time. Our communities are important, and it is important for us to have businesses. We know that when we have Black-owned businesses, they hire Black people. The bad news in our community is that there's over 2 million unemployed African Americans today. The good news is there's over 3 million Black-owned businesses today. So when we support those Black businesses, they can hire Black employees, and we no longer have a concern about unemployment within our communities. And we have the resources and the information to make that happen. Our second one is really around the ability for Black-owned businesses to continue to grow and to prosper. So when us here at the U.S. Black Chamber, we created what we call our 5 pillars. The first one being advocacy, second one is access to capital, contracting, entrepreneurial training, and chamber development. As we look at access to capital, the U.S. Black Chamber is working with our Black bank partners across the country to create a portal where any Black business in the country can now get access to the funds that they need through Black-owned banks. Contracting opportunities. And so we're working with our corporate partners as well as Black Americans and Americans across the country that are looking to support Black-owned businesses and have created our own network of Black firms across the country. Today, we have over 30,000 businesses that can be found in the Buy Black directory. So if you're a Black-owned business and you want to be found, you can take away that conversation in corporate America as well as Black employees and consumers across the country that say, I would do more business with Black firms if I could find them. Now you can be found. Make sure that you're onboarding your firm as well as being certified if you're 51% or more as a Black firm at byblack.us, byblack.us. Entrepreneurial training. It's extremely important for our business to have the acumen. You've heard a lot about infrastructure bills and large contract opportunities. We want to make sure that our businesses have the acumen, the resources, and the knowledge to take advantage of these contracts, but also to have sustainability and success in their long-term growth and sustainability of their firms. And so visit the U.S. Black Chamber to find out more about the programs that we offer, the education that is being provided free of charge to our members at usblackchambers.org. And lastly, it really is about making sure that our chambers across the country have the resources, the relationships, as well as the businesses that they have to make sure that they have the sustainability for them to grow. And so the U.S. Black Chamber is providing resources for our chamber partners to make sure that they have what they need to move their communities forward. We look forward to the future, and we more importantly look forward to working with you to make sure that our future is as bright as it has ever been. The opportunities are there, the organizations are there, all we need is you. Become a member of the U.S. Black Chamber today, and we look forward to seeing you on one of our calls or at one of our national events that happen across the country. Thanks again, and you can find out more information at www.usblackchambers.org. Happy Black History Month.